this will be our segue from some ownership chat into some Connor Prielipp chat because, again, shortly, I think the day after we last recorded, Connor Prielipp was promoted to AAA. He made his first start last night. He has since today been placed on the development list. And just to, like, some people have asked about this, so it might be worth spending a second on it. The development list is never a cause for concern. It is primarily used for two purposes. One is to give a guy a break, and the second is to manage the roster and manage numbers. Prielipp isn't going to pitch again for another week. St. Paul wanted another arm. He goes to the development list. He'll be back next week. He'll make a start next week. But you were in a seat for the beginning of that Prielipp start. I got home from a soccer practice a little ways in. What did you make of what you saw from Prielipp in his first stab at a AAA lineup?
Yeah, I was in a seat on my couch. Thought about going to the game and then realized, you know what, I can watch it from home, where I can see, the radar gun and the fastball looked as advertised. His first strikeout came on like a 97.6 mile an hour fastball that was high in the zone, which I think is going to be where he's going to have to do some damage. The slider looked really good. He gave up hits. Like he gave up a shot, the home run. He walked some guys. I think he walked two guys to start the second inning. So there's definitely some rough around the edges, but he took the ball. He threw his, I don't know, 4 or 5 innings. He was in long. He was
3.1.
He was pitching when Joe Ryan wasn't, even though the game started a little bit later. And so I thought, for making his first start in AAA, there's obviously Major League Baseball stuff. It's just he's gonna have to refine things because it's probably the command of the pitches that's not great.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with having your elbow reconstructed a couple times, right?
For sure. I mean, I gotta say, dude, I shouldn't be surprised, but I found people's. It's gonna sound annoying. I found people's reactions to Prielipp's performance to be annoying. There were people who were like, "Well, he didn't miss any bats in like the third and fourth inning." And I was like, "Okay, why don't we start with the things that he did well? He struck out 5. His heater was up to 98. It's not a great shape. The slider, he threw a slider. If StatCast isn't broken, that had 3,407 RPMs of spin on it. And you said to me online, what percentile would that be? Or that would be like 99th percentile. I believe that would be the highest spin slider in baseball by a decent margin. I'm pretty sure. And so there's traits there. I think what you said about the command is spot on, and that's in line with what he's done at AA this year. The one difference is, and I think you could forgive a guy for being a little amped up in his first start at a new level, he has not been walking guys to that level this year. He walked 4 and 3.1 innings. At AA, he's been sitting 68, 67, 70% strikes even. And so that was, I think, just an adjustment. He has been giving up hits because he peppers the zone. He doesn't necessarily command the edges, and he only has 3 pitches. So if you can figure out how to sit on the fastball, that's not it's good velocity, but it's not like an outstanding pitch. And so I just, like, for me, my overall takeaway was like, he had a pretty good night. He got in some long counts, especially in the second inning, probably got a little bit tired, but he showed the makings of someone that can pitch in the majors. Now, what that role is,
right,
is really the question